This is probably true. The majority of the traditional soccer world probably wishes the USA would ultimately fail at men's soccer. They see how dominant American culture is in everything else. They see how dominant we are in the Olympics, so we're the best sporting country in the world overall. They think we can't let them have soccer too, or at least men's soccer. We already have women's soccer, as USA Women's National Team are the best team in women's soccer history. But England is probably worse, and there's a specific reason for this. The first reason, shared language. Makes it really easy for us to chat shit. The second reason is we have a history. The United States of America is Britain's former colony that rebelled against them and defeated them in the American Revolutionary War, and then after World War II has since surpassed them as the one and only global superpower and global hegemon in the entire world. And for obvious reasons, a lot of British people are a bit bitter about that. They loved that their empire was the strongest and biggest in the entire world, and as it's declined and America has risen, they resent that. And this is probably best expressed through the whole, it's football, not soccer. When we all know by now that the term soccer is actually an English term. It was invented at Oxford University by university students. It is short for association football. And they're the ones who taught Americans to call it soccer. But as the popularity of soccer has grown in America, the British, mostly the English, quit using it quite as commonly. And now, many of them ultimately resent the word so much that they reject it altogether as a not real term for the sport. And that's the perfect example of the English resentment of American progress when it comes to soccer. Now, here's the thing. At the end of the day, not all English people are like this. John Oliver is actually a good example of someone who's finally come around and realized he was acting immature. There's a lot of English people that still live in England that think exactly like him. But there's others who they can't stand it. And they fear that their time at having this one little thing against the Yanks is numbered. And when it actually does finally happen, I guess cricket popularity might increase in England. That's one thing you can look forward to. I don't think Americans will ever take up cricket seriously.